welcome back to Project.Amber. Today we're in Gorge Du Verdon. Came last night and the weather was pretty nice, a little bit grey. Found a really nice spot next to the lake. Overnight it's just rained torrentially and now we're a bit stuck. It's still raining now, really bad. The track that I come in at is just completely flooded, really boggy. There's the track in. It's grassy for a good while actually, and that puddle over there, that's a fairly big dip, so the moment my back wheels go near that, it'll just start to spin, I think. Then I've got to get up the hill slightly further round and manoeuvre, so it's a pretty tall order in this kind of wet. The floor is so boggy, I'm pretty stuck. So yeah, me and Lance are going to be here for a little bit. I mean, it's not too bad. I've got enough food, water, diesel, alcohol to probably last about 2 weeks. Maybe not the alcohol. I mean, wood for the log burner, I've run out of that. The log burner's on now, so we're nice and warm at the minute, but I've got no more wood. So, and everything outside is wet. The other problem I'm having as well is I've got no more clean clothes, so I'm going to have to attempt to do my washing in the van and dry it out somehow. First time I saw outside and saw how bad it was, I was thinking, oh shit, what am I going to do? I always try and keep the van stocked up for a situation like this. I think that's really important to do. I keep a cupboard up above the sink, always full of tinned food, and if something gets really bad, in my survival cupboard I've got long life ration food, but that is really, you know, major emergency kind of thing. So I'm not too worried. I've got enough to do here to keep me occupied. I've got enough supplies. Lance is probably going to be pretty bored. I took him for an hour walk this morning and we both just got drenched. So it's kind of he's only going outside when he needs to situation. Because I mean, already the floor is drenched, the sofa is drenched and mucky. All up the cupboards where he shook is covered in mud. This is one day, this was all clean earlier. Get down! Ah! I hate rain! It's just not a good situation. Another thing about this spot, the signal. There isn't any. Absolutely none. No phone signal, no internet signal. I am completely cut off. At first I was a little worried about that. I was a bit like, oh, how am I going to post my stuff? How am I going to do this, man? But it's actually quite good. I mean, you think how often a day you think about something, you want an answer for something, you just, oh, I'll Google it. Go and check on Instagram or Facebook. And before you know it, you've wasted like an hour or two just looking at crap on the internet. Yeah, I'm just going to sit and enjoy pre-internet life. Read some books, watch some films, repair the van because there's a few bits coming loose where I keep taking it off-road. The van was in Mercedes about 2 weeks ago, having a problem with the gearbox fixed. They told me that the clutch is in pretty bad condition. In fact, the transmission's in pretty bad condition. Yeah, I was told to take it easy. And then I keep finding myself trying to drive up cliffs, down cliffs, sliding all over mud, puddles and all sorts. I don't know what gets into me. It goes through my head, don't go down there, because if you can't get back up, you're screwed, or if you blow your clutch up, you're screwed. And then I just do it anyway. This is where the Mercedes steer rack crawls into its own. Oh, scuffed the bumper a bit, but f*** it. Imagine the police will be coming down here. This is the wrong way to come in. Oh my god. good. Oh, this thing is such a beast. It's adventure, isn't it? I suppose the whole van build, everything, was so I could just do what the hell I wanted. If I smash the van on a tree or something, or break a part of it, it's not the end of the world. I bought this van cheap. I built this van myself on a budget. If it breaks, it breaks. So mate, do you need a wee? Am I going to have to let you out? Yeah, I think I am, and I. Fine. Enjoy getting wet. Ugh. As you can see, it's horrible outside. Lance, come on. Good boy. Oh, look at you already. Delightful. All over the floor. Are you happy now? I mean, at least he's getting dry and he's enjoying it, so I suppose I can't complain too much. Ooh. Do you mind? This isn't going well. Drop. Sit down. Do you know what? Dry yourself. There we go. So this is what I'm going to be using to wash my clothes. Used it a few times now, this travel wash. 2 squirts in the bucket or sink or whatever you're using, and then you fill up your water and away you go. Bastard. You have joined me in the temple of clothes. Get off. It smells really fresh though, it's really nice. Yeah, so this is my laundry room now. The engine's on, the heater's on full whack, blowing, so it's nice and warm in here, nice and toasty. I've got the windows cracked a little bit to let the humidity out so it doesn't get too damp and miserable in here. The engine's running to do the heating, but also charge my batteries. I've got the proper Sterling 3-way split charger now, because I've got 2 battery circuits on this van. I'm swearing at you. So one battery circuit does the lights, the 12-volt outputs, USBs and that, certain bits in the shower, all the extractor fans, stuff like that. And then the other battery is a 230-volt inverter, so I get my power. You get about 2 to 3 hours and then it's done. So what I tend to do is get the van running with my super high-tech block of wood, get the engine revving to 1000 RPM, and that creates, you know, a good amount of charge, keeps everything topped up without putting too much strain on the alternator. My alternator was already uprated for this van, being an ambulance. I assume there was a lot of high power medical equipment that needed a lot of, you know, juice, so they'd already uprated the alternator for me, and I've had it reconditioned before I left, so you know I'm pretty confident it's fine. If your van has a standard alternator and you put a whacking great inverter on it, I think it will cause you problems. So before you do anything like that, look into an uprated alternator. Ah, bollocks. I need to venture outside. Oh. Okay, so I'm looking for dead wood like this. There's water on the outside of it, but inside it should be pretty dry. That's our heat source, don't eat it. This is the lake I'm next to. It would be a lot nicer if it was dry. Oh, it's absolutely it down. Yeah, it's pretty dry inside, so hopefully the wood will dry out and burn. Oh, okay. That'll do. Come on, Lance. Okay, so there's a few embers going on. I'm just hoping there's enough to dry the surface water off this wood and start burning. Ah, yes! Just gone to turn the diesel heater on and nothing is working, so once again I'm having to go back into this little bastard box behind my driver's seat. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know all about this box and how much of a little prick it is. The red wire here is for the back panel, that yellow one is for the front one in the cab, and this is loose. So let's stick that back in there, get a bit of glue on it, and working. Yeah, it's blowing. It takes a few seconds to ignite and kick in, but that should at least dry my floor, my dog and his towel. You're soaking again, stay on the floor. Don't give me the puppy dog eyes, please. Stay down. Right, so my clothes are done. I've done a bit of cleaning, missed there, never mind. I'm gonna have a little bit of a check. Get down, you are soaking. No, don't lick my hand, just get down. As I was saying, I love him and I hate him at the same time. So as soon as my engine's running to dry everything, I'm going to chill out and play some PS4. How? Thank you. I think the game's broke because I'm supposed to be hitting this and it runs off towards a mine, and yet I can just this thing's a tank. It's now 3:30 and it has not stopped raining all day. I'm starting to get the whole second guess now whether to attempt to leave and find somewhere that's a little more hard standing, or whether that's just gonna, like I said at the start, gonna just get me really stuck. I've got no internet to check the weather tomorrow, so it's all just kind of guesswork. Lance has finally took it himself out and is asleep below me. How he took it himself out, I won't go into too much detail because there might be kids watching, but Lance is slowly learning the ways of the birds and the bees, and he's been experimenting with the towel. Is it? Blue sky. Oh my god, it's over. you happy we're out, mate? Hey? Come on then. Yeah, so taking advantage of a nice clear patch at the minute. So I've just walked up a freaking mountain to get some signal, basically just to tell everyone I'm okay, because I haven't spoke to friends or family since I got stuck here. On the plus side, Lance is loving it. Come here. Yeah, you enjoyed yourself, mate. Oh! Okay, it's now 7 o'clock. It started raining again earlier, and then it's just kind of been on and off. I did go out earlier and collected some more wood, some kind of thicker stuff that will burn longer. But I was in a bit of a rush to beat the rain, so I didn't record that. So yeah, I've got enough wood now to last me the night. It's stopped raining again now, but I'm fairly confident it's going to start again. It's one thing that always impresses me, that once the rain stops and once I turn everything off, it's just silent. Absolutely silent. I'm about ready for food now. I am starving. Let's see what we can have. I've got me pasta or rice, got some potatoes, it's mainly soup and beans and crap in the back, a couple of eggs. Oh no, I know. Our fridge is a bit empty, but we do have a potato omelette. Oh no! No! Okay, this is... Okay, so I have a problem. My really cheap wine, that I thought would have been a screw top because it's cheap wine, actually has a cork in it. And I don't have a bottle opener. Ah... Oh, hang on. Ha ha ha! Another bottle with screw top. Super classy. Glass mug. Lovely. Right, Matt Corby can go back on. Disaster averted. Oh, it's smelling good. Oh, it's definitely Spanish. Do you like Matt Corby, mate? Yeah, do you? I've got my neck! Oh shit! Get off me, you little sh**. Oh, this thing, by the way, as well, thinking about it, it's a ridge monkey. My good friends Katie and Sam got it me for my birthday. You can cook pizza in it, like the potato omelette, anything. You can flip it so you can cook both sides of stuff. Meat goes in it. It's absolutely amazing. One of my big worries when I come out was the fact that I had no oven, and I love pizza. And now I can still have pizza. You got to cook it a slice at a time, but that's actually a really nice way to have pizza. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Right, dinner is cooked. The wine is starting to take effect, and the rest of my night is going to be spent just chopping this video up, to be fair. So yeah, this has been the day in the life of a man trapped in the wilderness. It's not been too bad, actually. As long as you plan and bring the right provisions, you'll be fine. Survival and all that, you know. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.